Hello and welcome to the very first episode of Overwatch League Weekly. If you are looking for a really articulate, interesting Overwatch analysis program, this is not the show for you. This is a show where understands very little about the sport of Overwatch, which I call a sport, not a game. I knows very little about it, talks about it, or just talks about my general opinions about the subject of the Overwatch League. I've played Overwatch in the past. I've realized I am so terrible at playing Overwatch that I would just rather watch other people play it because I'm so bad at it. So, also my eyes aren't very good. So if my eyes are so bad that I can't really play Overwatch proficiently, maybe um, I don't know. I just my eyes aren't very good, so I like watching Overwatch more than actually playing it because I can't. My aim isn't good enough to actually play it. So this is my general thoughts of the Overwatch League. I have watched it in the past few years, but I started watching it like a lot more on YouTube, like especially like the past 2 3 weeks of videos of Overwatch League on YouTube. Just I like to watch the video on demand, the VODs, because I like to pause it whenever I want. I like to skip ahead during the halftime show and the ads and stuff. I like to skip over that stuff so I can go straight to the actual gameplay. And actually, the majority of the time I watch Overwatch League, I have the sound off and I listen to jazz music. Probably about 30% of the time I'm actually listening to the announcers call the game. I like the announcers, but I also like jazz music, so because jazz music relaxes me. So most of the time I'm listening to jazz music while I watch it, and it's kind of like an audio visual experience where I have really nice music and I have really beautiful visuals. I'm not sure how long this shows. I'm not sure how call it a podcast or something. I'm not sure how long this is going to last. Maybe it'll last 5 minutes. Maybe it'll last 30 minutes. I don't know. We'll see how long I can talk about this subject. But I really like Overwatch because a lot of great characters, a lot of great players who play in the Overwatch League. I like to see players play the game really well and proficiently, and I like to see elite athletes go on the battlefield and duke it out. And I like to see this the to me it's like a light show. The special effects of the graphics of the lasers and going the lasers going back and forth. To me, I think watching Overwatch is like watching Star Wars. It's like watching a Star Wars movie or something where the lasers going back and forth. A lot of times I'm kind of zoned out just listening to jazz, and I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna watch these lasers go back and forth, and I'm not paying super close attention because my eyes aren't very good. So I like to zone out a lot and daydream about my life and stuff. But I like to watch the lasers go back and forth. But I do pay attention to what's going on the battlefield sometimes. And it seems like the San Francisco Shock is probably the best team in the league. From what I've seen, from the matches I've seen, looks like San Francisco Shock is the best, which is surprising because I thought after Sinatra retired or switched to Valorant, I thought after Sinatra left that San Francisco wouldn't be that good. But actually, San Francisco doesn't really need Sinatra. He was nice to have, but I think San Francisco is still probably the best team even without Sinatra. Who is that other team that was really good? Um, yeah, this is going to be a lot of awkward pauses during this show because I'm not like John Madden here where I can talk off the like say John Madden could talk off the cuff about football because he watched football for like 50 years and he played it his entire life and he John Madden coached um, a Super Bowl winning football team in the 70s and then he watched so much football that he could just talk about it all the time. I'm not going to be like John Madden here where I can just um, talk about Overwatch really well. That's not what this is. But who is the second best? The other really good team. There was Philadelphia. Philadelphia is the other. I think Philadelphia won the Overwatch League the first year, and then San Francisco won it the second. No, 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 no. I think London won it the first year, and I think San Francisco won it the second year. I think we're in the third year right now of the Overwatch League, if I remember correctly. I think London won it the first year, and I think San Francisco won it last year, which is the second year. And now we're in the third year of the Overwatch League. So it's pretty interesting how it's played, and now they ban for four four heroes for a period of time. Um, so yeah, might be running out of things to talk about. So this might be like a weekly 5 minute, 6 minute, um, not very in depth because I'm trying to I'm trying to think if I can think of anything to talk about the Overwatch League because I just find myself watching a lot of it and I find myself thinking, if I'm going to watch this much Overwatch, I might as well create content about it because I might as well talk about it because I always watched a lot of sports when I was a kid. And then I reached this point when I was like a teenager where I just started to play a lot more video games than I watched sports. When I was like 7 years old or 9 years old, 10 years old, I'd watch ESPN all the time, like nonstop ESPN, because I was just a sports nerd, I guess. I couldn't actually play sports because I'm not athletic, but I used to love the production value of ESPN. And then I reached a point in my life where I liked video games more than I liked watching sports. But the truth was, I still like sports. I just wanted to switch to esports because I think esports is the future, and I think esports is incredibly interesting. And I like the idea of esports because someone unathletic like me can play esports and compete at a reasonable level. Whereas football, I would get the crap kicked out of me if I ever played football. I would never want anybody tackling me, and I would never want to tackle anyone else in football because the thing is, I I I would f myself up if I try to tackle someone. I've seen people get paralyzed when they tackle the wrong way, or I would never really want to get tackled. I my body's very frail, so I like the idea of playing esports more than actual sports. So that's the cool thing about Overwatch is I can actually play it. I got up to gold rank, which for the longest time I was in bronze in Overwatch, and then I got up to gold rank eventually. But then my eyes aren't as good as they used to be, so I'm starting to realize I can't really play competitive video games anymore. But I can still watch esports and watch other people play it. So that's pretty fun, watching esports. It's pretty fun to do because I can listen to music or whatever, and not take it too seriously. And but I did get up. I did get up to gold rank in Overwatch, and so that was fun. Um, I what else? What are my other opinions about the Overwatch League? I think it has a bright future in front of it. I know they say Valorant is better than Overwatch or Valorant is bigger than I don't know, man. I all these yeah, maybe Valorant. See, there's going to be new esports popping up. And yeah, there was a lot of money pumped into the Overwatch League and they were trying to make it this or that, but um and you have like games like Valorant come up, and there's going to be other esports that come along that are going to be bigger than Overwatch and blah blah blah. I might switch to watching those if I like them as much as Overwatch. I enjoy Overwatch. The thing I enjoy about playing Overwatch is it's a very easy game to play. Valorant's not easy to play at all. Like I've seen a million games like Valorant, like Counter Strike is hard to play. It's not for people with bad aim, bad reflexes, people with disabilities. See, Overwatch is the perfect game for people with disabilities because, like, if you have bad eyes, bad hand-eye coordination, like my vision, I can't even see the keys very well, so I'm not even good at like pressing the keys at the right time, and I can't even play DPS. I can only really play tank. I can play Reinhardt, Wrecking Ball, and I used to play Orisa before they made Orisa more skill based. But when Orisa first came out, I used to play Orisa. But I can play Reinhardt and Wrecking Ball are really the two I always play. But I don't play it anymore anyways because my eyes just are. I'm probably gonna need Social Security disability at some point because my eyes are really bad and I'm probably unemployable. But we'll see. I probably need a lawyer for Social Security disability. But anyways, so this is my hobby. Is I have a YouTube channel where I talk about random stuff, and now I will continue talking about Overwatch League because I just find if I'm gonna be listening to jazz, watching Overwatch all the time, I'm probably might as well make content about the Overwatch League because I just really enjoy watching it, and maybe I'll just talk about it as I continue to watch it, and I think it has a bright future in front of it, and I think the announcers are all really good. I really like the announcers for the Overwatch League, and I think they all do a really good job. They all do a really good job, and yeah, I think the announcers for Overwatch League do a really good job. So I really like the lights moving back and forth, and it's a very colorful experience watching Overwatch. It's a very pleasant thing to watch. Pleasant to watch. There's a lot of strategies that go into it. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye bye.